going on, guys?
Alternator screams, he got his amp running lane to main. As the signal reaches coast to coast, his amp builds are better than most. He's got zero reflect. No fancy shop, just his iron and fire. Dreams wired up with quiet desire. Each amp a beast, a story told by hands that build, not hands that fold. Jersey Road, Church and Maine, but that truck still holds the dream. In the back, a box that glows. 1, 2, 3's the name that knows. Big bird wants they scream and fly. Never approach me, break through storms and skim shooting sky. And built to last, they never die. He ain't that cheap, but he builds neat and clean.
What's going on, everybody? Alright guys, here we go. Let's start this party here. Thanks for joining me. A few people are coming in and going out. That's kind of normal. So this is a 1446 South Jersey driver. No, I take it back. 454's South Jersey driver with no potentiometer. Yes. So no potentiometer on this one. The guy requested he didn't want it. He wanted all the drive he could get out of it with his little vehicle. So I said I would take and do that for you. The fan grills, I didn't like the other ones for 92 millimeter, so I decided to take and put a 120 millimeter fan grill on this unit. Still snaps off and pops on just like the normal ones would. And it has a 92 millimeter inside, so it's a little big. Now there is also a bracket that goes over this and it clears it, no problem. So that said, pull the lid off this way. Here is your little unit. Two 454's, no potentiometer. A remote jack in there, 10 gauge power wire in there, and that's your unit. Looks like it's going to work. All right, well, let's light this thing up. Just a little box. Fan's really got some pressure to it. Let me put a screw in here or something, keep the lid still. Wants to float away. 10 screws real quick. It looks like a little Frankenstein. Alright, so let's light up the amp meter, see what we got. We are going to be running at 14.8 volts, right in that area. Let's take a look at the amperage. And we're going all the way up, man. We're looking at the radio. Let's just run it. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, audio 19 amps we're pulling. See what it says up here. And the voltage. Audio 19 amps at 14.8. Alright. So let's take a look at the slugs. We're going to look at the 5-watt input reflection slug. 25-watt slug is going to show my radio running. We're running an R&R Dustin Cobra 29. And let's see here. Here's the 25-watt slug here. 5-watt input return back to my radio. And then we're going to look at a 1000 watt in RMS and a 1000 watt in peak mode on the analogs. And we'll look at a 500 watt on the digital RMS and peak. So let's take and see what's happening here. All right, 1, 2, this is my radio, hanging out right about 9 watts going into this drive. Input reflect is 5 watts. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here we go. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's like 3/10 of a watt. Input reflect pretty low. And let's look at the RMS on the 1000 analog right here. Bottom scale each line's 20 watts. This is just two little 454's. It's got 3 little shifts inside of it. Audio, 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 audio. This is a 1000 watt slug. Audio, audio, audio. This showing me about $1.40 out of it. Let's double check it over here on this analog meter. Audio, 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 audio. Right close to the same $1.40. Let's see what the peaker, tweaker says. Peeking and a tweaking and a tweaking and a peeking and a peeking and a tweaking and 280 peeker, tweaker. 280 peak. Let's see what the digital says on the 500 mode. 500 mode on the digital Dave. Audio, digital Dave, audio, 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 audio. 120, 125 in the RMS. It's in the same neighborhood. And here's your peaker, tweaker, peaker, audio, tweaker. Hanging at that 290. So I would say success. Good little box. She's a rock star. All right. So I've talked about a lot of Hermes light stuff the past few days. I jumped down a rabbit hole. Hit quite a few of those little boxes over there. Got a really pretty one getting ready to get built here. Got a milliwatts happening. But the phase angle of your coax, I see these little trends pop up on the interweb, on Facebook and such. What's happening, Jay? What's happening, Paul? What's up in Sherwood? So, coax length absolutely matters how you feed your radios. And if you don't understand it, man, find a buddy or something to have them help you get your system together. I hear a lot of guys out there squealing and popping and doing things over the air and it don't sound good. You try to tell them in DX, you're trying to tell them, man, this ain't working out for you. So if you just go back and revisit your whole phase angle system, your feed system, from your radio down to your first amplifier, you have a second amplifier from that amplifier to the next. And I show how to do all of this in these videos where you can measure with a bird line section. You need one bird. You absolutely got to have one bird line section, at least a single. And a coupling where you can direct couple it. This one here is a heavy duty one, but they have the cheaper ones. If you use the cheaper little quick disconnect jobbies like this, just make sure you support it, because if the snap ring comes loose, you lose ground, you lose your equipment. So be smart about how you're coupling up your stuff and be careful about that. But the phase angle of the coax coming down from the radio down to this unit, I'm running a half a wavelength. I really don't care what kind of coax you run, as long as you have the tip or the connector, the PL connector, the PL connector all bonded and grounded properly. And a lot of the LMRs out there have aluminum inside there, and they're not copper. It's aluminum. Even the Stinger's copper. It's aluminum with a copper cladding on most of the LMRs. But there's some stuff out there that is copper. But you can't solder to aluminum, guys. You got to get over that. You have to go with a compression fitting, or just pick a different type of cable that's a little bit more friendly to install the ends and such. I mean, a lot of that coax was designed to have an end put on it and installed, and they never fuss with it. Now, we're severes, man. We're taking this stuff off and on 100 times a week sometimes when you're trying to figure something out. But it's a phase angle of the coax and the type of coax. So if you're in the family of .66, that'd be like 213 or this 9201 Belden. That's the small stuff I have right here. 213, 217, and 218. That's one family. That's a .66 family. Then you have the LMR family, you have the Teflon family, you have the Helix family, and they all have higher velocity factors and efficiency than what? The lowest man on the totem pole, the .66 family. They are the bottom of the line. Well, with the lowest number, gains you a lot with, it's going to be the shortest length of coax. Now, if you had a different type of coax, let's say a Helix, for example, and the VOP is 0.81, and you have 0.66, which piece of coax is going to be longer than the 0.66, the Helix or the 0.66 coax? The 0.66 again is the lowest number. So In fact, I can take it. I'll do a little quick one here for you. 492, and then you take and you times that by 0.66. Then we'll just pick a frequency, and we'll divide that by 27.025. All right, that number comes out to 1201.5541. Now that's free space, this and that. That's a good starting number if you're cutting your coax. Then you'll take in and stub tune your coax, and you'll be trimming and nipping away at that point. Now let's take a look at another velocity factor real quick. Let's look at the 492 again. Times that by 0.81. Let's say that's heliax ½ inch, and let's divide that by frequency 27.025. and we just had 12.01. That piece of coax requires to be, and it's a ½ inch as well, really close to the same size 217, honestly, but that's a 0.66 number, 217. Well, this is 0.81. So your half wave of coax is now going to be 14 foot 7.46345. You could start with that number, and then you could stub tune it with a good analyzer like a 55 or a 230 or something like that. Or if you don't have that, you can go to number 5, and like say your rig expert Zoom 35, you have to go to number 5 on that one. Then you have to do a short on the end for you can null out your coax. But I did a video. If you guys want to learn how to stub tune your coax, it's on my YouTube page, 123 Built Chicago. You can check it out. Bill Curd, Merry Christmas to you and the family. Hope all is well over that way. All right, Joe Blow, I can take care of you in a bit. So, I'm not dying for attention. I'm actually trying to do a demonstration for people that may or may not understand. But Joe Blow, you go ahead and have yourself a Merry Christmas. Got herself an internet troll. But coax phase angles are really important to this equipment. There's no way that there's a magical knob you can turn to make all this stuff work. You have to physically take and tune out your coax to the frequency that's closest to it. If you really don't care about that, you're going to be tearing up a lot of equipment or not talking that well, and you're not going to be happy because you're just going to spend money, and your buddy has lesser equipment just keying all over you. So that's just how it goes. So that said, this is a little 2-pill 454 box. I think I got a 2291 I have to build here soon as well. These have 3 chips inside these 421s, and they're a different die and a different chip that the 2879s would have in them, or the 2879Cs. They look the same, but they come from a different die. And this is a 2879C. I show you guys this one quite a bit. And each one of those little squares inside there is 1 chip, and it's equivalent to 25 watts peak internally. That's what they rate them at. Obviously, we get just a smidge more out of them on all of the transistors and equipment we build. Well, we just try to make them as efficient as possible and run on frequency, and that's the whole goal for sure. Where's Molly at? Mo, where you go? Hey, hi, what you doing? You walking around trying to get treats? For the last 45 minutes, you kept wanting to go outside and trick us to give you a treat, right? So we gave you a lot of treats. You gonna wave? Yeah, I know, I just outed you. Hey, hi, how are you? You a good girl? So what's been happening? It was nice out today, wasn't it? Yes? You a good girl, Molly? You say hi? Hi? Hello? You gonna talk to me? Say hello? Hey, hello. Hey, hello. Hello. There you go. You were trying to start your own engine. Uh-huh, then what happened? Yeah, come here. Come here, so what happened? You don't know? You just decided to bark? Oh, now you're gonna roll over? Roll over like a little hussy? Yeah, you're a good girl. Alrighty, well there you go, folks. There's little Molly, little 2-pill, and Monday. It's over. Alright guys, thank you very much. Catch y'all later. Hey Joe Blow, you get the boot. See ya.